Hey guys, Humble back again. Today I'm going to be doing my 1 week review of the Google Pixel 7. I know I have been doing a lot of daily videos and a lot of you guys are interested in it, but I figure I would do a recap just on my first week of owning the Google Pixel 7 so you guys would know about my experience overall compared to just looking at it from a daily perspective. I'll keep doing the daily videos as well because I know you guys are interested in that. Stay tuned to the end of the video to see the verdict after week 1 in terms of battery life, how it fluctuates, and I'll keep continuing to update you guys for at least a month as well to see if my experience changes. I know the first few days with the Google Pixel 7 it was rough, but things does change towards the end of the week, which is good. I typically don't like to go too deep into the specs. You can probably Google that yourself instead of just me reading it off for you. But the main point of the Google Pixel 7 is all about software and refinement. There are some minor changes to the hardware as the Pixel series begin to mature. We start with the back of the phone. This year Google is using the metal bar in the back instead of glass, and everything is connected to one piece. This looks more refined and clean. Last year with the glass, you can tell it is just a bunch of pieces slapped together and you can see where it begins and ends. But this year, I would say it looked a little bit better. I do miss the two-tone color, which was more playful, but this year they're definitely going for the more mature, professional look. To start off, the Pixel 7 is running Android 13, and for $600, you're getting the latest software update. Unlike the Galaxy Z Fold, which costs $1,800 and is still running Android 12. On the day-to-day basis, you're not really going to notice the difference that much, but it's still good just to stay on top of the latest software and security updates. I mean, I've never gotten any viruses on my phone or anything like that. Face unlock on the Pixel 7 is super fast and super unsecure, but I do love it. So that is a big improvement over the Google Pixel 6, which did not have face unlock and a very slow fingerprint sensor when it was first released. Luckily for the Pixel 7, it has both the face unlock and a faster fingerprint sensor right out the gate. It is not as fast as the Samsung Galaxy S22, but it is still good enough. The screen is a little bit smaller this year compared to the Pixel 6. It is coming in at 6.3 inches versus 6.4 from last year. But to be honest, it is not that noticeable compared to the 6.1 inches on the Google Pixel 6a. So if you like super compact phone, then go for the 6a. I'm not a fan of the huge screen of the S22 Ultra at 6.8 or even the Pixel 7 Pro. I think 6.3 inches is the perfect medium. It is a large enough screen to use with one hand, but it doesn't feel too small either. Pixel 7 does come with 90 Hz refresh rate, which is more than enough for me for the screen size. There are people who can tell the difference between 120 Hz and 90 Hz, but I'm not one of those people. But just in general, when scrolling around, everything feels fast and smooth. So that's pretty much all you can ask for. Does not lag, don't really care about the nits and all the nitty-gritty numbers. All I know is it is a bright screen and I can see it just fine during the daylight, even when it is super sunny outside. Pixel 7 is running the latest G2 chip, which is a slight bump compared to last year as well. And for a $600 phone, I think it's offering a lot of value. I was previously coming from the Galaxy A53, which cost 550 bucks, but that phone was super laggy and slow and I stopped using it after 2 weeks. I would recommend just spending the extra 50 bucks and getting the Google Pixel 7. I love Samsung phones, but I would just stick with the S series if it is within your budget. If not, Pixel is the way to go compared to the A series. I do appreciate how the Pixel 7 does have water resistant as well. Sometimes that feature does get sacrificed around this price range. So now you do have peace of mind if you are a fan of showering and listening to music like me, or you like running around in the rain, hanging out by the pool. Don't have to worry about your phone dying with some water sprinkling on it. 30-watt fast charging on the Pixel 7 is super useful. You can quickly charge your phone to boost it throughout the day, and I think you are definitely going to need it if you are a heavy user. On the first day, my battery life only lasts about 7.5 hours. That is probably my most active day. People say that the battery does get better throughout the week, and I did notice slight improvement throughout the week, but at the same time I can't tell if it's really improving or I'm just not using it that much since I'm at home working most of the day. The first day when I was using it, I was out and about pretty much the whole time, taking pictures, navigating with GPS on, listening to music through Bluetooth. But on the regular work week, it does have excellent standby time. By day 7, it can last up to 12 hours of me not really actively using it. So if you're just a normal person going to work from 9 to 5, I can guarantee you it will last you through the end of your workday without you needing to charge it. But if you are someone on the go, I can see the battery draining pretty quickly. During the first few days, I think my screen on time was averaging about 3.5 to 4 hours. Towards the end of the week, it was averaging 5 to 6 hours. So once again, in general, the Pixel 7 will last you a comfortable workday of at least 8 hours. But if you're expecting it to last you from the time you wake up until the time you go to sleep, I highly doubt it will last that long, and I would recommend you charging it throughout the day. And for me, when I was doing these battery tests, I was making a conservative effort to not charge my phone at all, and that is not my typical use. If I'm sitting at my desk and my charger's there, I have a wireless charger and also plenty of charging cables around me, I can pretty much plug in my phone and be 100% all day if I wanted to, in case I do need to go outside and do something at night. And even if I'm driving around, I do have a wireless charger in my car. I also have a fast charging cable in my car, so if I need it, I can always plug those in just to make sure it is sufficiently charged. But I do hope that the battery will continue to improve with time. I see it getting a little bit better from day 1 to day 7, but I'm not 100% convinced it is an all-day battery phone, especially if you're going on vacation or you have some type of outing that you need to attend. For me, on a Saturday, I know I did have a wedding to go to at 6 in the evening, and I was up pretty early that day, maybe 8 or 9 a.m. in the morning. And by 4 p.m. my phone was completely drained, so I just plugged it in, got it to close to 100%, and it did last me throughout the wedding without me having to charge it or worry about it at the end of the day. So once again, it all depends on your usage style. I know I do have one commenter saying that most people don't use their phone that often in the morning, but to each their own. On a weekday, when I have work, I don't really touch my phone that often, even though I may have media playing in the back all the time. But on the weekend, I'm out and about, so I try to give you guys a sense of what a true day in the life battery life is with this phone. Okay, I hope you guys find this video to be helpful. I'm trying to keep it short, around the 10-minute mark, and I will continue to do a deep dive on this phone. For me personally, I love watching people's review of phones, but I do want to give you guys a true deep dive review as well. I know some people say that the Pixel 7 is an all-day battery phone, but what exactly does that really mean? Like, I guess I've seen two sides of it. Like on a work day, yeah, it's an all-day battery phone. It was just sitting on my desk and I'm not actively using it. But on the other hand, I noticed that on the weekend when I'm going out taking photos and enjoying my day, it does struggle to last 8 hours or so. But once again, everyone do use their phone differently. I try to switch it up and capture the moment every day so you guys can see and make the judgment for yourself and see what your usage style is like. Once again, please like and subscribe. Look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow, and I'll continue to post my daily video coverage and at the same time give you guys weekly updates as well. I'll continue to read the comments and incorporate all the feedback that you guys have given me. It is super helpful. I don't claim to be the expert at the Pixel 7 or anything like that. At the end of the day, I'm just a normal guy using a phone just like most people and telling you guys about my experience and experience from a general consumer. If someone just picking up this phone, I'm pretty sure you have all the time in the world, you're tech savvy enough, you can figure out all the features. But I do want to speak from the perspective of someone just picking up the phone, using it normally, just snapping a picture, navigating around, how easy that is, some of the struggles. For me, I'm glad that some of the questions that I have, people were able to kind of help me to answer that in the comments as well, which is good, and I'll continue to cover those in future videos. But yeah, let me know what your thoughts are on the Google Pixel 7. Anything else in particular you want me to cover? I know that I currently left off on day 6 in the life for coverage, and I'll continue to post updates on day 7 and beyond. Once again, thanks for watching and see you guys next time.